Welcome back to another episode of The Quest for Self. I'm your host, Allie. Have you ever had a moment where you're vibing? You're just being yourself, joyful, kind, expressive, and then you catch someone looking at you like you're too much. Or maybe you thought you were building a connection with someone, and then one day you hear them mocking you behind your back. Yeah, let's talk about that. We all know how hard it can be to make friends as an adult. And I'm not talking about someone you say hi to once in a while and never see again. I'm talking about connection, real connection, the kind of natural resonance with people where you feel seen. But sometimes you show up with warmth and openness, and you're met with shade, judgment, or low key disrespect. And that stings. In this episode, we'll be talking about that. The beauty of staying open and friendly while also understanding that not everybody you meet is meant to be your friend. Not everyone deserves access to you. We'll talk about joy, judgment, boundaries, and the very real difference between being kind and being naive. One of the things I love most about where I live here in Madrid is this little neighborhood called Puente del Berro in the Salamanca district. It just has a sense of community. I know the people, I know the pet store owners, I know people at restaurants and cafes. Anytime I'm on walks with Mia, people even stop, say hi to us, give me a treat. It's just a beautiful sense of community. And it's just so nice being known, even in small ways. And wherever I go, I really try and create that. A smile, eye contact, saying hi. Because those micro moments matter. Even if it's not deep connection, it creates closeness and warmth in a world that can sometimes feel isolating. There's this restaurant in my neighborhood that recently changed ownership, and with that came a huge bonus. They became pet friendly. I was excited because I could finally bring Mia inside, especially during the scorching Madrid summer. From the start, I loved it. The food was amazing, and one of the owners, this woman, was so nice. Just a kind hearted, friendly person, and she would even make the desserts. Every time I went in, I'd say hi, show support. I just really wanted them to feel welcomed in the neighborhood, just as so many others had done to me. But one day, I went in with a close friend. We were catching up, being very lively, laughing. It was early evening in a casual bar style place. I noticed the owners at the table with another man who, from the vibe alone, seemed annoyed. Apparently, he made a comment to them about how loud we were being, and my friend overheard them making fun of us. And the second she told me that, I felt it. My chest tightened. My face got warm. You know that feeling when you're caught off guard and you just think, wait, what? Part of me wanted to laugh it off, like, whatever. But the other part of me, that part whispered, Allie, was that too much? Were you too much? Now listen, I'm not new to being misunderstood. People sometimes mock the way I speak, the things I say, but from her, it honestly hurt because I thought we had at least a small connection. It was judgment where I expected kindness. And for a second, I internalized it. I started asking myself, did I do something wrong? But no, I was being myself, joyful, warm, expressive. And if that's a problem for someone, it's about them, not me. Here's what I realized. Some people don't know what to do with joy. Some people resent it, especially in women, especially when we don't shrink. That man at the bar who complained, he was sitting alone, maybe a little bitter, maybe projecting. But too often, people judge joy because it triggers something in them. And sometimes, when you're a joyful woman, you'll be too much for people who are used to dimmed energy. And that's not a burden to carry. You don't have to perform smallness so someone else can feel comfortable. Joy is not a disruption, it's a frequency. And the people meant for you will vibe with it. The people who are meant to be in your life won't ask you to shrink. They'll meet your warmth with warmth and your joy with celebration. And so, after sitting with that feeling, that sting of being judged for just being myself, I realized something else. It's not about hardening, it's about refining who gets access to your softness. This experience taught me a really valuable lesson. There is a big difference between being kind and being naive. Real connection, well, it's mutual. It's not one sided warmth. It's not just being nice and hoping others are nice back. If someone's energy feels tense, guarded, or performative, believe it. You can still be kind without forcing a connection. So, here are a few things I keep in mind now. I smile at people, but don't give them full access just because they smile back. Spark up conversations, yes. If you like someone's outfit, say it. Just the other day, I told a girl at the gym, oh, I loved her olive colored bikini. It was stunning. And it led to a little chat. Put your phone down, make eye contact, be open to connection, but also tune into the energy. Just because someone is nice to your face doesn't mean they're kind behind your back. So be warm, but stay discerning. Your openness is a gift, but not everyone deserves it fully. And if you've ever given someone the benefit of the doubt only to realize they weren't worth the access, you're not alone. You're not too sensitive. You're human. You don't have to call it out. You don't need to create drama. You can simply choose peace. Still smile, still be kind, still radiate your light, but don't hand it to people who won't value it. Keep being joyful, but protect your softness with discernment. So, to the girl who's been told she's too loud, to the girl whose laugh gets side eyed, to the girl who thought she was making a friend but only realized that it was one sided, you don't need to be less. You don't need to explain your joy. You are not too much. They are simply not enough. So, this week, try this. Smile at a stranger, compliment someone, be friendly, but don't confuse that with being available to everyone. Your energy is valuable. Share it wisely. So if you're out there trying to make friends, don't stop. Keep being warm, vibrant. Be the person you are, but know this. Not everyone you meet is meant to be your friend, and that's okay. Some people are just passing through, others are mirrors. A few are teachers, but the ones who matter, they'll meet you exactly where you are. Joyful, loud, kind, and all. Thanks so much for listening to this episode of The Quest for Self. If you enjoyed listening to this episode, like, follow, subscribe, comment, and share. It would mean the world. Also, don't forget to follow us on social media, The Quest for Self.